Hi guys, I'm back up here with another message or a daily motivational message for the collective. Remember, all messages are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need to leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me, we can get you set up, come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as drop a comment down below, let it hear from you guys to start the discussion. As well as, let's go share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? So that's about it. I got one overall message from the, I believe, the Four Noble Agreements, the deck that I have. And we got 3 cards from the Zen Tarot to really clarify this overall message, okay? So let's go and get it popping, okay? So the overall message has to do with practice makes the master, okay? By doing your best over and over, you can master the art of transformation. By doing your best, the habits of misusing your words, taking things personally, and making assumptions will become weaker and less frequent with time, right? So what is being said with this message is the more that you train your mind, the more that you train yourself to really gain that awareness, right? Because you got to understand, man, dealing with yourself and training yourself and being the best version of yourself, learning how to master oneself, right? That's a 24-hour job, 7 days a week, right? There's no days off with that. The more that you spend time with yourself, the more that you'll understand that you are creating your world. So that being said, if you are seeing things that are misfortunate in your life, you're creating that. And the more that you spend time with yourself, the more that you learn how to take accountability for your life, right? This is that type of energy, your life and the things that's in it and what you are experiencing in these current moments in time, right? This is that type of energy here. The more that you really sit down and realize and really analyze your life as you go through this cycle of transformation, right? You start to understand that the words that you speak, because words are tools, words are spells. You can speak your whole life into existence, right? This is that type of energy in that victim mentality. If you've been in a victim mentality for a minute, right? Let's say you have, right? This is that type of energy. When you sit down with yourself, you start to understand, like, shit, I'm so fucking negative, right? I need to turn this negative into a fucking positive, right? This is that type of energy. You start to really, when you sit down with oneself, you start to see the little flaws that you have and you start to modify them. Right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time when you're sitting with God. God starts to reveal things to you about yourself. And not everything that God says to you may be nice or very pleasant to hear. Sometimes God be speaking, and sometimes God be dropping little bombs on us where they're hard pills to swallow about ourselves, especially our darkest behavior and things of that nature, the shit that you don't want the world to see, only you know, right? This is that type of energy here with the card isolation, right? Within the space of isolation, if we really look at this imagery, dealing with yourself you may experience the birthing pains of evolution, right? The birthing pains of transformation, right? God is not about to change your life without a cost, okay? So God is really putting you in this position where you have no choice but to really deal with these birthing pains of your evolution, right? So really having to look and analyze and take a complete tally mark of your life where you could have done better at or where you did good at, kind of taking feedback, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time, what I'm seeing here in these moments in time, right? So it's really bringing this evolution, to even bring this enlightenment, right? This self-mastery, right? you're going to have to sit with yourself, right? Once again, you know, that card coming back again, fighting, right? I mean, you're going to have to battle yourself. You're going to constantly, and when I say battle yourself, we're not here to really like destroy ourselves, right? What we mean by that is really to that shit that's making you insecure, or that shit that is weighing you down, right? Really taking every remembering why you're doing things, right? And continuing to move forward on your path and remaining on the course, okay? If I can be very transparent to you, today was like a rough day, really staying on my path and in my journey with myself and the evolution that I've been on, to the point that I was tempted to give up, like, and say, fuck it, throw the towel in, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time where I had to sit down with God and really be like, man, like, God, I need you to give me the strength to get through what I'm experiencing right now, because I'm about to slip, right? I'm about to slip, right? And when you're caught up in your emotions are caught up in that kind of Jezebel-y spirit, right? Because, you know, when we talk about that Jezebel spirit, it's that spirit to tempt you to break something, or tempt you to do this or do that, something against your higher self, right? And in my case, I wanted to break routine, right? Routine, you know. I've been walking on my own personal routine, and I've been on point, and it's been making me kind of elevate me, inspire me. And I wanted to break that today. I wanted to be like, fuck it, I'm gonna throw the towel in, and this, that, and the third, right? And in times like that, right, word to get David Goggins, you gotta do your best work, right? And God revealed to me why, right? Still remembering the why I am even doing shit, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time here. And the more that you go down your path, you start to understand that everything outside of you is an illusion, right? It's whatever you are displaying out, that broadcast you're giving out, right? Right. Let's keep moving forward. Also, it says taking things personally and making assumptions, right? When it comes to walking on these paths, we start to understand, especially when we run into people, places, and things, that not everything is going to understand your walk, right? So when people, places, and things are in a position where they just don't get what you're doing, they might try to talk bad about you, or slander your name, or not want to fuck with you no more, and this, that, and the third. It's coming from a space of fear of the lack of understanding of this journey that you're taking, right? Which, when you're taking these journeys within your life, and when people, places, and things that are around you see that, they're going to reject that, because it's going to reveal that reflection, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time here. The more that you go down your path, the more that you'll start to understand, the more that you'll start to be able to control the mind, and really silence the mind, and really get into a space of zen, and get into that sweet spot. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to God, you and God getting in that sweet spot where, and what that sweet spot is, quote to Soul Immortal, he talked about, that's your prayer. Right? That's your prayer. Remaining in your prayer. The moment that you step into your prayer, you do not get out of your prayer. Despite what you see in your physical reality, despite what you're experiencing, despite all these different obstacles that are set against you, you do not step out of your prayer. Right? Because you know what it's like to step out of your prayer. You already know what it's like to give up on yourself. You already know what it's like to quit and throw in the towel. You already know that already. What if you can pull this off? Right? So with this message, it has to do with practice makes the master. You practicing mastering yourself, putting yourself in constantly in uncomfortable situations, uncomfortable scenarios, where it forces you to have to stretch. It forces you to have to feel uncomfortable, right? So this is that type of energy in these moments in time. To wrap up this message, it has to do with you being in a space of understanding who you are and developing the God body within yourself, right? Because the moment that you develop the God body within yourself, you'll be able to manifest anything that you want. Finding that sweet spot and remaining in that sweet spot, remaining within your prayer is what's going to get you to success. Remaining in your prayer is what's going to get you out of that eviction. What remaining in your prayer is what's going to get you to start that business, right? Remaining in your prayer is what's going to get you the love of your life, right? Remaining in your prayer is what's going to get you on your purpose. Right? That extra zero in your bank account to get you through adversity and things of that nature. Also to help manifest. All right? So to wrap this message up, it's about you learning how to practice mastering yourself and understanding that this journey is a 24-hour 7 days a week course. You got to remain on course. Stay the course. Right? You're constantly going to be working. So what you do today, you're going to do that tomorrow. You're going to do that the next day. You're going to do that 3 years from now, etc., etc. You're going to forever be connected with your routine. And it's about you understanding that as long as you stay focused on your routine, your life is going to look totally different next year, in the year before that, in the year before that. All right? All right. I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all messages are not for all. They're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as drop a comment down below. Let me hear from you guys and start the discussion. As well as let's go share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? So I want you guys to have a good day and bye-bye.